Hey guys, welcome back to Littlecrownsrebornnursery. Nursery. It's Hayley here. I have a very exciting box opening here today. It is a Precious Paz box opening, so it's not a cuddle baby, it's a full size one, so this will be my first time seeing a Precious Paz in its full self, and I was out this morning at an appointment, so I haven't opened it or anything, but there was someone home to get to it. So it's really interesting with these boxes because they've got a funny fold top because they're really large. So I'm just going to put this over here, and if my head's cut off it doesn't matter because you're not going to see it anyway. Sorry guys. Okay, so far we have got, oh, sorry guys. Hopefully that's alright. So far we've got a really nice box opening here. No idea where to begin. Oh my god, this is so nice. And I'll be keeping all of this stuff. So I'll be keeping all of the paperwork here, which is all from Precious Paz, as you can see. So all that stuff's there from Paz. And I'll go through all that in a second. Okay, so we've got lots of paperwork, and we've got the accessories that came with baby. Good baby. Okay, so everything that's in there is just baby. So I'll open this up. This is all the special individual items that were made for this prototype baby. So this is a prototype. So everything here was individually handmade for this doll. So it's like a really vintage looking clown. Not usually a big fan of clowns, but this one's just so vintage looking. Rusty fairy nest. So they do special baby clothing and baby items. Nostalgic clothing for babies. So that's really cool. So it's got a little bell on it. And this I'm really excited about because this gorgeous little hat. This is absolutely, what's this one? Absolutely beautiful. It has the beautiful little bells on it. So it's just absolutely gorgeous and has the matching little slippers that have been hand crocheted. So they're gorgeous. And then I'm guessing this is, I don't know, I thought it would be a rattle, but it's not. It's just like a little mushroom toy for Bubby to hold. And then this is like the little neck ruffle that goes around baby's neck for all the photos. And it has the company logo on it. It's very, very nice. There's very vintage looking, very pretty. I'll definitely be using the hat and shoes, but I will put all the other stuff away so it can stay with it. Okay, so let's get pulled Bubby out. I'm pretty happy with the weight. It's here. This is a big baby. Sorry if you hear any noise coming from the door, it's just my dog. Tora, wait a minute, darling. I don't want her coming in here. She's a big German Shepherd and she's not allowed to come in here. But I usually have the door open so she can see me, but I didn't want her barking or whining. Alright, so I have no idea if there's a nappy. Yes, there is a nappy on the head, so that's alright. Oh, wow. She's not as red as I thought she would be. Wow, she's a chunky monkey. Wow, there's a little mark on her toe. That's alright. Those come out so much more red in photos. Oh, this is a big baby. I was not expecting her to be this big. She's so chunky, but I guess it's not because I always get really thin, tiny babies, and this one's like a chunky baby. And see the ears and the hair. It's awesome. Alright, ready? I'll lift her up so you can see, because I'm going to make it a girl. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow. Oh my god, she looks so real to me. Oh, he could be a little bit heavier. Wow, you are, wow, I'm really taken aback. Wow. She got a bit of dust, but we'll get that out. That's okay. She just needs a little bit of a clean. So this is her here. And she's got beautiful like folds, so she's nice and she curls up very nicely. Oh, one of her straps has come undone, but that's okay. She's actually quite nice to cuddle. She's a big girl, but one of my babies was a big girl, so, and actually all my babies were big babies. Like they were little when they were born, but when they got to about this age they were quite chunky. Wow, the detail in the hair. Yeah, that's so cool. Alright, so I'm gonna derobe Abby to have a look because I want to see, because I've never seen any like a baby underneath my Precious Paz before, so I'm very curious to see. Oh, we're gonna we need a bigger nappy, I think. Yeah, we need a bigger nappy. My bum's a little deflated, so we maybe inflate the bum. Usually, I thought Precious Paz signs her kits, but maybe she doesn't sign them all now. She just doesn't have time to, maybe. Alright, let's take this off because I do have an outfit for her, so I'll take this beautiful shirt off and I will put it away with all the other collectible stuff here. It's so vintage. It's like, looks like it's, I mean, they may use vintage sourced fabric to make them, which is really awesome. And this way I can really see her details and really see how chunky she is. She is very chunky. Wow. Oh, she has signed it. Sorry, it wasn't on the bum, it was on her back. Alright, let's lift her up. Little chunky monkey. Yep. Holy Paz. I'm guessing that it was the 6th of January, because it would be an American date, 2001. So she's like 2 years old, but she's in amazing condition for 2 years old. It's cute because she's got a couple of bald patches in the back of her head. She's so pretty. She definitely looks like a girl, not a boy to me. The glitter stuck to her face, but I'll get that off with a brush, with a fluffy brush. Alright, I'm going to put this nappy on her because I think this one's bigger, because I have used these nappies before. Yes, she is a chunky monkey. She may need a little bit more weight in her booty. Looks like she's got a beanbag in her, but we can always fix and change all that kind of stuff like that. The filling of the inside of a doll is never permanent, so I don't think I'll take anything out of her. I think I'll just add stuff to it. Yeah, she needs bigger nappies because these aren't covering up all of her spots, other areas. She is a big baby. I do love how floppy she is. I may just add a little bit more weight in her, like a little bit more weight in her head, and maybe just a little bit more weight in her chest, maybe, just so she's a little bit heavier. I do like how floppy she is though. She is so cute. Okay, I do have outfits for her which I will change her into, and then I'll show you guys. But before we go through that, I thought we'd go through this stuff because this is all the paperwork from Holly and the artist. Okay, so this is a Precious Paz certificate, and it says on here that it is a prototype. If you can see it in there, hopefully it's not too blurry. Maybe you can make that out, but it does say prototype, and it's Precious Paz sealed 2017, and it is signed by her, and the kit name is Bebo by Luciana, which I hadn't heard of this kit before until I knew that she'd come available. And these are the beautiful care instructions that come with babies, so I'll be interested to read them and compare them to my care instructions and how I care for babies, like how I tell my clients to care for babies. So it would be nice to go from one, like compare mine to hers to see if there's anything I could improve in my instructions. So this is the special edition Bebo Proudly Authentic. So it says here, Certificate of Authenticity, Bebo, Proudly Authentic Reborn Edition. This is an authentic special edition kit made from the rare and several times awarded original sculpture of Bebo. This edition celebrates originally and authentically in the art of doll making. So that's up there, and then there's also a QR code on the back. So if you guys want to pause the video and screenshot that, you'll be able to look into Bebo if you're interested. But apparently Bebo is really difficult to get now. I didn't know that either. So until I purchased her, I love this baby. Like having these shots here. This is a birth certificate, I think. So welcome baby. Doesn't have the name, but it was baby was born at 9:30 a.m. Date of birth was it's got a different date to what's on the doll. It says the 30th of May 2021. Height is approximately 22 inches, and the weight, I already said the height. The weight is 7 pounds 2 ounces, and it says that on the back there. So that's her own one there that she put together. And then she's got this Dear Collector information sheet, which I find really, really cool. So it talks a little bit about her and her creativity and where it all started and how she feels about everything. And then I'm guessing this is just a little flyer for Bebo, and a little bit about the kit. Is that, yeah, that's a different kit. So this is the sculptor here that sculpted the baby, and she's obviously holding a different baby there. So I think when my first son, this is inspiration behind Bebo, when my first son was born, I was so enchanted by each little detail that I couldn't avoid trying to reproduce his fine features in a sculpture. From the most minute creases on his skin to the tiny toes, I wish that you be just like I was by this little baby, and appreciate all of its delicate details. So I guess that's just another authenticity thing that goes along with everything else that's here. But I will spend some time reading these, and I will also put them all into a folder, and then get a little box with tissue paper to store all this lovely clothing so it can be used. But I love this blanket because I did have this blanket and I used it for a box opening, because it was one of the nicest ones I had, and I wanted to have a nice box opening for one of my clients when I first started reborning. So it's really nice to have. I can't believe how amazing he painted this baby is. It really knocks my socks off. She's a big girl, but it's like my babies were big girls, so she looks like she's about 4 months old, which is kind of nice to have a bigger baby, because you always have like the tiny babies, but you never have the bigger ones. And to me this seems a little bit more realistic, because she looks like she's, you know, she's obviously not a newborn, but she's definitely on the borderline of that. But I'm very happy with her. She's very sweet. I need to get her dressed, and I do need to give her a little bit of a dust off, but other than that she's absolutely perfect. And I love having her as part of my collection because I can use her as inspiration for my work. Yeah, I really look forward to bringing her to the next reborn event. I am planning to go to the doll convention this year in December, over in Queensland, and I do plan to bring her along with me as a little buddy. I would love to have a stool or a stand there, but I don't really know if I can do it. I need to look into it, because I'm supposed to be doing a doll show here in October, but unfortunately all the tables are filled, and I'm not sure if all the tables will be filled at the Queensland one either. But I'm going to look into all this today while I'm working this afternoon with this little girl here. Paz had him as a boy. All I can see is a little girl, and I was after a little girl. So I will look into all that information and get back to you guys on whether I'll be vending at that event or not. My puppy dog, she is about to have a kitten out there, so I'm going to have to sign off now because I've been out all day and I think she's absolutely dying to see me. So I'm going to put her in her little crib and go have some cuddles with my puppy girl for a little bit and get her a treat, and then get back to work because I've got to finish rooting a baby's head, and I've also got to then start making dinner. So thank you so much guys for watching. Before I go, I will tell you what her name is. I just recently, as you know, got back from New Zealand on an amazing trip to spread my father's ashes. If you want to see those videos, they are here on YouTube. I will have a couple more over the next couple of days because I do have a couple more extra videos that I haven't finished yet. My tail end of my trip with me in Sydney. But I am, oh my, what am I going with? But yes, so I went to New Zealand and I did all the Lord of the Rings experiences. And in so doing that, I wanted to name my babies. I wanted to name my baby girl after one of the characters in the movie Lord of the Rings, in loving memory of my dad. It's just a way of coping. And I've always loved Princess Arwen in Lord of the Rings, so I would really love to name her Arwen. I haven't got a middle name yet, but I do like the name Winter, so she may be Arwen Winter. But I'll let it sit for a little while and then go from there. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend, and I hope you all are staying safe, and I hope to see some of you guys at the Ipswich Doll Show this year in December. I'd really love to meet you all, and you can come and meet little Arlen. Thanks so much for watching guys, and take it easy, and don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that like button as well, and yeah, there'll be more content later. Thanks so much for watching. Take care guys. Bye.